Hi everyone, my name is Eric Gabris and I'm the Brussels Capital Region representative here in Silicon Valley. Very excited to be here today for this live event on behalf of Brussels for our 6th consecutive participation at TC Disrupt. Brussels is the economic development agency for the Brussels region with offices in 34 cities around the world, including San Francisco and New York. Our local office in San Francisco helps Brussels entrepreneurs expand into the US market primarily on the West Coast. How do we help them? We run various business development activities, including setting up meetings with potential customers or partners, and with subject matter experts in their respective industries. We take part in events such as TC Disrupt. We also organize our own events, webinars, and activities to support Brussels entrepreneurs in their international expansion. Not only do we help our local entrepreneurs, we also attract foreign direct investment into Brussels, the capital of Europe. When you know that over 60% of European purchasing power is found within 300 miles from Brussels, it's no wonder that over 1,500 international companies HQ have already established in Brussels, and over 25% of all foreign business that enter the Belgian market call Brussels their home. Very soon, you will hear more about the importance of Brussels as a landing pad for US companies and startups targeting the European market during a national marketing campaign, Amplify in Brussels, focusing on digital tech, clean tech, and biotech industries. But for the time being, you are about to discover 8 of our startups with promising innovation for you or your business. Each company has been given 3 minutes to demonstrate their value proposition for the US market. We would love to see your comments and feedback in the chat. And without further ado, let's start with our first speaker, Stefanie Broes from Moonbird. As a nice way to kick off our event, Moonbird is offering a proven device to help us focus on our breath and lower our stress level. I probably need one of your devices, Stefanie, and I'm sure our audience wants to know more about it.
Thank you, Eric, for inviting me here today. It's amazing to be here. And hi, everyone. My name is Stefanie. I'm the founder of Moonbird. Moonbird is a health tech company that I started with my brother in 2019. We are in the mental health and night space. We're developing a hardware and software solution that helps people to calm down, relax, and fall asleep faster just by breathing. We've raised over $2 million US, and I have a scientific background. I have a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences, and my brother is a finance and tech guy. Why did we found Moonbird? Because the numbers of people suffering from stress, anxiety, and sleep are enormous. These markets are really gigantic. We're really taking the mental health space and the night market together. And what we saw is that scientific research has shown that slow-paced breathing exercises are very efficiently to reduce these problems and help people to cope with this. But it seems that often it's difficult for people to do these breathing exercises on their own. With your coach, it's easy, but by yourself, it's not that easy. Meet Moonbird. Moonbird is the first handheld tool that guides your breathing. You hold the device in your hand and it expands and contracts, giving you a pace you should match with your own breathing. So you breathe in. When Moonbird expands, you breathe out when Moonbird contracts. On top, you can get biofeedback on your heart rate in the application through the incorporated heart rate sensor, and you listen to audio guides and so on. Of course, there are a number of competitors at play, but we are the world's first handheld breathing device that gives you this tactile biofeedback and combines biofeedback at an affordable price. In 2.5 years, in less than 2 years, we have developed a hardware and software solution. We've successfully commercialized it on the market. In Europe, our customers are happy. We've put together an amazing team, and we are here to really help the world breathe better. We're now looking for $3 million to go to the United States and to take this globally. But for now, don't think, just breathe.
Thank you, Stefanie. Our next speaker, Quentin Felice, is another ambitious entrepreneur. With a startup, Datavillage, he wants to build a better internet and a sustainable and fair digital society for all. I'm eager to hear how Datavillage digital twin will achieve this ambitious goal. Quentin?
Thank you, Eric, and thank you for having us today. We are Datavillage, a startup based in Europe, and we are a team specialized in data science and decentralization. Our mission is to unlock the value of personal data for both the companies and their customers. To do so, we have created the self-controlled digital twins of the consumers, allowing them to control the behavioral data they produce using digital services and do something meaningful with it by hyper-personalizing their digital experiences while preserving their privacy. How so? Because the raw data remains on their side and is only used to enrich recommendation systems so they can get tailored experiences without having to share that data. We have developed use cases in different industries such as media, finance, HR, mobility, or healthcare, always with the purpose to tailor digital experiences thanks to the user's digital twins. Our approach of decentralized digital twins makes Datavillage something more than just a data portability company. We are actually creating the biggest source of actionable information that has ever existed. And we make it possible because we actually decentralize the data on the user side, leveraging upon regulations such as GDPR in Europe that allow consumers to legally claim control over their data. Then we process it in a way that allows us to preserve the privacy. This ends up in dramatic cost reductions for our clients, meaning the organizations that want to customize their digital channels using first and third-party data, as those companies don't have to bother about having to collect, store, and process third-party data in their own systems. Everything is done on the user side. So it is a very lightweight way to benefit from more data without the related hassle, only paying for API calls to acquire actionable information. Today, our product is at a working prototype level, piloting with clients in Europe in the media industry. We are looking to test out new markets within Europe, but also outside of Europe. For instance, the US and Brazil, following the path of privacy regulations such as CCPA and LGPD. We are also looking to complete our pre-seed round of $6,000 with an extra $2 million in order to accelerate our product development and be able to go live with our early traction by increasing the level of maturity of our product and diversify on other verticals, aiming a Series A of funding in 2023. Thank you for listening. Let's unlock the value of personal data together.
You did great, Quentin. Let's move to our next speaker, Dr. Photis Kostamis from AGEify, who has developed an age verification solution so critical in the current mobile age. Photis, apparently your first name is derived from the Greek photizo, which means to shine, to give light. There is no doubt in my mind that you will shed light on this issue, but for now, the light is on you.
Thank you, Eric, very much for the presentation and introduction. My name again is Photis Kostamis. I represent AGEify, an AV age verification application company, solution company that has an application to solve a problem that we're all facing every day in our life. It has to do with minors accessing products and services that are not allowed for their age. The problem is very big all over the world, and at the same time, minors have found a way, or always find a way, to bypass whatever security you have there in accessing internet or web services or whatever that's not allowed for their age. It's a big problem. We're all facing, especially all of us that have kids of young age. The market is basically huge because it's addressing the tobacco industry, the adult movies, gambling, dating applications, alcohol, anything you say, anything you think is there. It's a huge market, and unfortunately, minors have access to these markets. Governments all over the world are trying to find a way to restrict their access, but as I said, the minors always finding a way to bridge or to break into these areas. So what we're offering, we have developed a solution that addresses exactly this problem that all of us are facing in our world today. It's a worldwide problem. It's an application that is completely anonymous. It's an application that the user is only asked once to prove his age. And then we have various who have implemented multiple methods of verification. For example, you can use an ID verification, document scanning, credit card, and AI, facial recognition, etc. We're in the process also implementing further ways of verification. The user source, as I said, the user only proves his age once, and this proof is stored in his device, and that's it. He doesn't have to worry anymore. It's completely anonymous. And what is the differentiation that we offer with this product or this application? The differentiation is that, as I said, is privacy-preserving solution, and we guarantee anonymity. It's an omni-channel experience, and it's a web and a store application, mainly for the web, because this is where the major problem is appearing. It's a global solution and complies with laws that exist in various countries worldwide. The laws basically are the same, but the age from state to the state or from country to country may vary. It could be 17 years old, it could be 20 years old, or usually it's 18 years old. Nevertheless, our application caters for this case. It's fast and accurate and flexible and scalable. It's a solution that we've been thinking for a long time and we'll be developing for the last couple of years. We're a startup company, and that the creation of AGEify application has been based on the design thinking methodology. And we have to involve parents from Greece and Cyprus, and in order to better understand their needs and how kids can bypass these laws that exist in the web. And what we're looking, our presence in this event is to look for partners, who look for funding, we look for adopters of our solutions, and for networking. Please come and visit us in our booth and have a chat with us. Thank you very much, Eddie, for the time you've given me to present our solution and our company.
Thanks, Photis, for enlightening us. I do not know what you think, but as far as I'm concerned, air travel is not fun anymore, particularly when we travel to some parts of the globe where our safety is at risk. Our next startup, Hozint, provides cooperation with a user-friendly risk intelligence platform with almost real-time alerts 24 hours a day for travel or business continuity management. Edoardo, the floor is all yours.
Hi, I'm Edoardo, co-founder and CEO at Hozint or Hozint Intelligence, and we are very happy to be here at TC Disrupt. Disruption is cool, but sometimes it can be a problem, mostly when it negatively affects your business operation. And yes, organizations face a wide range of threats to their physical or digital security, from natural disaster to epidemics, from travel restriction to protests affecting your supply chain, to crime to cybercrime. The list is endless. At Hozint, we help your company with mitigate risk by providing real-time, reliable, and verified information on security, safety, and business continuity threats. We have developed a unique platform that combines human and artificial intelligence to scan millions of types of information from social media, news websites, governmental agencies, to identify, verify, and notify of potential threats to your physical or digital security. Most of our competitors use exclusively human analysts to research and write alerts that often arrive too late or do not cover everything that you need. And yes, there are also fully automated solutions that only use AI, which tends to be providing a bit of information noise and sometimes even deliver fake news. At Hozint, we opted for the best of both worlds, leaving the machine doing the crawling and to the humans, the verification. The technology and workflow that we have developed at Hozint guarantees unparalleled accuracy, timeliness, and granularity. The services that only rely upon either human or AI cannot match. If you are a security manager who is frustrated with receiving information too late or not receiving them at all, or you're trying to save time or money on your intelligence capabilities, automate your risk intelligence today by visiting our website at hozint.com. Thank you.
Great job, Edoardo. Dgenious is our next startup. In a world where we all take real-time information for granted, It is hard to imagine that retailers still face the issue of missing key information about their sales, when and where they occur. Our next speaker, Gaelle Helsmoortel, has turned this challenge into an opportunity with Dgenious by providing retailers with real-time sales information where it matters the most, at the point of sales. Gaelle?
Hello, I'm very happy to be here with you today. And I will speak to you about Dgenious, the retail business monitoring platform. And I have a first question for you. How many times a day do you check your stock portfolio? 1, 3, more than 5? Do you think it's normal that retailers are not able to pilot their activities in real time? They have to do it in a reactive mode. With Dgenious, retail managers are where the business is done at the most crucial moment for retailers, where the client pay, the pay time. We have 4,000 daily users of our platform in 5 Western European countries. All type of users, from the CEO down to the franchises and floor managers. How can we do that? How are we disrupted? If you look at standard and classical data solutions, you have a lot of layers, very complex, heavy, costly architecture and solutions, always with a BI and data specialist professionals, so that the end users, the one who are making the business decisions, they rely on BI specialists for almost everything. And eventually they don't have what they truly need. With Dgenious, we directly connect to the POS systems, to the web shops, to the production database. No ETL, no VPN. It synchronizes in real time in our cloud. And all the business users, they directly connect to our platform and have all their analysis in real time. No BI persons required, and unlimited data granularity. The Dgenious client experience is very smooth, and after less than 16 weeks, we become a central piece of the operational and decision process of our customers. Between the first demo and the signature of the contract, we count 3 to 6 months. After 4 weeks, our customers or clients have our platform ready for them with their users. And after 16 weeks, they ask us for expansion of perimeters, like additional data sources to connect or automatic exports to accounting, CRM, and marketing automation. Today, we have almost 40 clients. In the last 18 months, in the middle of the COVID period, and you have to know, of course, that our customers are retailers, chains of shops, chains of restaurants, so a very hard period for them. We made 23 new customers, so an average of 1.3 new clients a month. We are a pure SaaS recurring revenue model with a monthly licensing between 50 and 150 euro per shop per month. We have, of course, competitors, but not exactly what we do. We classify them in 5 groups: the major enterprise solutions like Power BI or Click, the data visualization solutions like Tableau, the specialized retail solutions like SciValue, the reporting model of the POS system, and also the most specialized solutions dedicated typically to finance and accounting departments like board. We are looking for fundraising. We are a founding team of 3 persons, but we have 10 persons working with us at the moment. I am the CEO with a business background, and my 2 associates, Antoine, historical founder, and Emmanuel Giraud, are the tech guys and behind Dgenious. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will be interested, and I'm ready to answer your questions.
Let's now welcome Eric Charles from Datalayer, who has a great name, by the way. Big data is not only a buzzword for Datalayer. Let's hear directly from Eric how his deep tech startup can disrupt data science and code sharing. Eric, now is your turn.
At school, were you more mathematics or literature? I was more in the mathematics camp, but today it seems like the literature has taken the world by storm with discussion on the social networks. So I hope that after this speech, you will consider revamping your data skills with Datalayer. Hi, I am Eric Charles, Datalayer founder. Datalayer is an online platform for collaborative data analysis. You may have heard that data scientist is the sexiest job of the 21st century. But let's be honest, that's not yet the case. I am going to ask you to put you in the shoes of a data scientist. The first thing you will have to do is install and set up your platform, which will turn into a nightmare if you are not an IT specialist. Then you will need to update your maths, stats, coding, visualization skills. And you're going to fight against the silos and the lack of collaboration. Hopefully you will create some relevant results for business and you will share them with your colleagues who may not be able to reproduce them. Wow, that's not very sexy, isn't it? Datalayer helps solving those issues with an online platform, collaborative for data coding and easy to use with zero setup. You may find other existing platforms like Kaggle or DeepNote. They will provide you with an old-fashioned user experience, whereas Datalayer gets its inspiration from popular paradigms found on Twitter, Facebook, or GitHub. Beginner students can learn to code on datasets. Universities and companies can create private groups, do serious research, and publish data papers in Office 365 and Google Workspace. To do that, we built a Datalayer toolkit in public with an open source license. We also maintain Datalayer Cloud, a hosted solution for everyone. The Datalayer toolkit is fully compatible with Jupyter, a solution created at Berkeley University and now being the most used tool by data scientists. With Datalayer Cloud, we are targeting in first instance young students and disabled people that don't have access to the tools. We offer Datalayer Toolkit with support contracts and Datalayer Cloud as a freemium service. We may have less than 100 beta users and we will be in production by end of 2021. Our team is set up to the minimum, so this is a perfect time for you to contribute in any way and influence our future. We'd love hearing from you as an early adopter. To wrap up, we have developed Datalayer to make data analysis accessible to most people. I thank you for being here and hope to see you register on datalayer.io.
If you have kids, you probably feel concerned as much as I do about their screen time, especially during these crazy COVID times. Let's discover with Christine Brendle or Jooki, developed by Muuselabs, can support families who want to substitute screens with sounds for their kids. Christine, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Eric. Jooki was born out of a problem experienced by countless parents. When you give a mobile phone to a young child, he or she disappears behind the screen and any interaction becomes difficult. Jooki's solution is to substitute sound for screens. Young children naturally understand music, and stories they are told help them grow by stimulating their imaginations. Stories, music, songs have long been used in parenting toolboxes around the world, and that's exactly where Jooki Visions fits. Jooki's founders realized that no modern quality speakers had been designed for children. So they created Jooki, both a speaker and a toy, with ergonomic and tech solutions that are innovative and now patented. Jooki offers high quality sound, an app that lets parents associate content such as MP3 files or Spotify playlists with Jooki, and an operating mode very adapted to young children, where their remote control is a toy. Jooki has won many awards and sold 15,000 units of its first version. The second generation, all improved, is about to launch in the US market. Along with the speaker, Jooki launches its own content platform, Jooki Play. It is the first audio streaming service fully dedicated to children. Jooki Play offers a large amount of popular audiobooks and music suitable for children aged 3 to 9 years old. So Jooki built this ecosystem with multiple entry points. Firstly, with the speaker and the toys for the children. And secondly, with the audio subscription that gives parents access to loads of engaging content to inspire their young and fast-growing child. It's differentiating, and Jooki is ultimately more economical for families. The content associated with Jooki changes easily and stays relevant to a young child growing up. Jooki is not a toy that is put aside after a few weeks, but rather a tool that kids need to play the soundtrack of their young lives. This approach increases the long-term value to customer and strengthens the connection to Jooki. Jooki to date raised 4.8 million in seed capital to develop the speakers and the first iteration of Jooki Play. We are looking for investors in a Series A of 10 million to finance further growth in the US as well as the international expansion. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Christine. When your company expands internationally, localization and translation services become one of the key components of your go-to-market toolkit. Let's see how our last speaker, Philippe Mercier from Wordscope, helps professional translators achieve quality translation work in a much more efficient way. Last but not least, Philippe, this is now your turn.
Thank you, Eric. Hi, everyone. I'm here to present Wordscope, which is an all-in-one solution for professional translators and for any company with recurring translation requirement. Obviously, I have no time to do a demo or to present all the features, but I would like to take a few minutes to explain why such a tool is important if you run a quality-conscious business. Very quickly, translators are using technology to save their work since many years. It's a technology called translation memory, which allows them to avoid translating the same sentence multiple times. It's very useful, obviously, if you have a 200-page manual that you need to update in a few months, or for example, if you run a car company, you have several models, several manuals, some are similar, parts are similar, and obviously you don't want to restart everything from scratch every time. What is also important when using such technology is that maybe another translator is translating another manual, and with translation memory technology, they can see how their colleague have translated that or that, which create consistency across content or different media, and it is extremely important. Then in a few years, we have seen machine translation, which has made impressive progress. A lot of people think it can be used for everything today, which is a very important error. It's not true. So let me show you a very quick example. I made a test. I took a sentence from the website of the World Health Organization that you can see on the screen. And I translate it with Google Translate, and then I compare the translation with the official translation that is on their website. And you can see 3 errors. Also, the sentence is perfectly correct. But as you can see, for example, World Health Organization has been translated Organisation Mondiale de la Santé with a lowercase s, which is wrong. So that is called terminology. A translator must absolutely respect the preference of a client. Another example is the same sentence. You can see Compendium of Innovative Health Technology has been translated by Google Recueil de Technologie de Santé, which is right. But on the website, it's called Répertoire des Technologies Sanitaires, which is right also. But why it is important, if somebody is searching for Recueil de Technologies de Santé on the website, they will not find it because it's translated another way. So that's why it's very important to use technology and tools to create consistency again across content and different media. And Wordscope provides all these tools: translation memory, machine translation, terminology, grammar, spell check, all that in one single interface that is available online. So you don't need to install all the software, any software. You can ask any employee of the organization to use it and to share the translation memory to improve the quality. So I invite you to visit our website, http://pro.wordscope.com for more information, and you can also try it there. Just drop any Word file or Excel file and you will be ready to try. Thank you. Back to you, Eric.
Fantastic. It's always a challenge to present your value proposition in less than 3 minutes. I believe they all did a great job. Please follow up with our speakers in their booth in Startup Alley of the Expo section, or connect on Crutchmatch or LinkedIn. Likewise, Brussels is here to answer any question about our services. Please stop by our booth in the Expo section. And if you miss anything, there will be a replay of all the presentation on our YouTube channel, Connecting Brussels with Silicon Valley. And please connect on our social media. Thanks for joining us today, and remember that our business is to help yours. Enjoy the remaining Disrupt 2021, and see you next year.